good fish. There he is. About 10.5 inches long. That's a good Guntersville crappie. Let's put him in the Elmer wants to eat. Let's slip him in here. And I'm going to put a marker buoy right here on the end of this flat where I caught that fish. And then drop it right here. That's a good habit to have. Don't take it for granted, because a lot of times these crappie will group up even in conditions like this. That's 2 Elmer. Elmer ain't caught one. Good one. Ooh. Good gracious. What a fish. You know, I wish y'all was here because I'm having some fun. All I'm doing right here today is throwing up in about 5 feet of water. Boat sitting about 8 to 11. And just barely reeling at this jig. Very little action. Just a slow, methodical wind is what they want. Sketching of. Good eating. Loud. That's a good one.
Yeah. Only about 8 foot of water in it.
Oh, 9?
9.
9.
I think we're a little too deep. We're 17 foot deep right here. I think we're looking.
17.
Yeah, I think we need to move probably. It may move beyond you a little bit down there. About another 20, 30 feet below you.
They're in here.
Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll move down below you about. I think I'll try to get about 8 or 9 feet. We're too deep for it.
Hmm. Most of them just good eating size. I said most of them just good eating size. Got lucky and caught that big one right there.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
I thought it was a bass to begin with. Another good one. They're biting about 5 foot deep. So, white crappie. Good fish. I'm using a green jig, and then, well, I was catching them on white.
Yeah.
I really don't think it matters to me. I mean, what's aggravating is keeping them strapped from messing with you. I don't know. Y'all right in them right there too. They just move up and down the side of that. Yeah, that's good eating fish right there. Oh, fat. Ooh wee. Huh. Another Guntersville. Crappie.
I had my oldest brother, I cooked him crappie, I caught, and the guy that I tell you, Al Wiggins, he had 11 and he gave me his. I caught 13, but one of them was short, so I threw it back to them.
Well, I wish you'd take these right here because I really don't want to clean them.
Well, I will if you don't want to.
I'll give
Because I've only got 5.
I got about,
I cook them. I like to cook them and have people. You know, I like to cook them.
Yeah. Well, I got them.
That's another one of my hobbies is cooking. I love to cook. And I love to cook for people. It ain't no fun.
Oh,
My wife, she don't like steak, and I love steak, and she don't like steak. And just, well, if you don't,
that's a pretty good fish right
yeah, them's I've got one's decent, but it ain't that big. Well, it might be. No, I don't think it's hardly.
I don't hardly eat fish. I'd rather give them to people.
Well, I'm like I said. Well, you need to keep them if you want them.
No, I don't want them.
I know
I'm
you
just
throw
out.
back a lot of them.
I'm here just for fun, just to.
But I hadn't had a crappie in my freezer in 3 or 4 years. Well, ever since, I guess it's been at least 3 years.
Why, shoot, I'll catch you. We'll catch you some fish.
I told my wife, I said, boy, I like to fish with him.
Some of them out. Well,
one thing,
that's all I've ever done.
I enjoy watching your videos. Because you don't cuss everybody.
No, I don't. I don't believe in that. There's a lot of kids, and I ain't big on that cussing anyway.
But people that put stuff on video
in
ought not to even do it. I mean, if you want.
It's not necessary to do that.
Well, I know
that's not what life's about.
Well,
anyway.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'll get rid of this water here. This little boat. Too little. There's one, Elmer. Good crappie. Now, Elmer, you ain't gonna catch any just back there soling like that. Good crappie. I'm talking to my camera here. Don't think I'm crazy. Good fish. Let's put him in a cooler. That's how they say it in Louisiana, the cooler. Ah. Okay, we're in 10 foot of water. The fish are suspended about 5 foot deep. Ah, missed one, Elmer. There's another one, Elmer. You're going to have to start catching them. Pretty good fish, about 9.5 inches long. I believe we figured them out. Get the net, Elmer. We got another one. Now this is good fish right here. Good fish. White crappie. Slab. Just take your time when you got a good fish like this. You'll rip that hook out of his mouth. That's what I'm talking about, boy. That right there. Me and Elmer's catching them now. We ain't playing. We're serious fishermen. Get him, Elmer. Look at these. That's what I'm talking about. Woo-wee. Let's put him in the bucket. Boy. Good in Elmer. Yeah, ain't too good, but he's a good eating size. We'll just put him in the bucket. Me and Elmer, we're after him today. A lot of fun. It's a white crappie. Put him in the bucket. Put your fish here too. Let me say something like that. In crappie fishing, move around. Make sure you move around. Hunt them fish. Don't rely on one area to catch fish. Constantly move. If the fish are not there, they're not there. You know, that's probably the best advice I can give anybody. There's a lot of water out here. There's a lot of structural features in any lake, including your lake. You know, you just hunt these fish like if you were deer hunting. You'll catch them. Good fish here. Wow. I tell you what, you can't go wrong by, let me put this in here. What a good fish. When you're fishing in clear water where the visibility is 2 to 3 foot deep, you can't go wrong by fishing high for these crappie. Once you determine how deep they are, fish above them. You know, you remember in my other videos, I told you that crappie will feed up, always feed up. So by reeling this jig real slow, they can't help but to come up and get it. Let's catch another. We're back home. You know, me and Elmo figured it out. Elmo's tooth, it quit hurting. He got over his ill spell. Everything was fine. What we've done is we focused on the break lines on the creek channel. We only focused on the drop, the break line. And I know y'all are familiar with what I'm talking about. What we done is we went down the creek channel and we found irregularities. We found little dips, outside bends, you know, the outside bends, and inside turns. And we focused on them areas. But we didn't focus on them unless we seen shad on the screen. That's how important they are. Now, I wish I could have showed you my depth finder and what to look for. These shad, what you're looking for, when they're really tightly grouped, there's nothing after them. But when you see the shad on your screen kind of fanned out, there's fish in them. It's either going to be crappie or bass. In this case, we found crappie. And we found a couple big slabs. And that's why you never give up. When you get on the water and go fishing, it's strictly business. There's no time to play. Because me and Elmer, we believe in our heart, in our soul, go fishing when you can. Because it's good for you.